If you want to learn how to use Zapier Loop the easy way, you're in the right place. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the full process step by step, from signing in to Zapier to setting up your trigger, adding looping by Zapier, connecting an action app, and then testing and publishing your workflow. This is a great method if you need to repeat the same action across multiple items automatically, and it can save you a ton of time in your daily automation setup. Before we get into the steps, if this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more simple software tutorials just like this. That really helps the channel, and it lets you know when new guides go live. Alright, let's jump in. The first thing you need to do is open Zapier in your browser and sign into your account. If you already have an account, just log in as usual. If not, create one first so you can follow along. Once you're inside Zapier, you'll be ready to build your automation from scratch. Next, go to the main dashboard and click Create. From there, select Zap Workflows. This opens the area where you can build a new automation, also called a Zap. This is where all the pieces come together, including your trigger, your loop, and your final action. Now it's time to set up the trigger. Click Trigger to begin. In the app search bar, type Email Parser by Zapier and select it from the results. This tool is useful when you want Zapier to watch incoming past email data and use that information to start your workflow. After selecting the app, choose your trigger event. The exact event you pick depends on what you want the Zap to do, so select the one that matches your process. Then connect your account when prompted. If this is your first time using it, Zapier may ask you to authorize access. Now comes the part that makes this workflow more powerful. Click the plus button to add another step. From the menu, select Flow Control, then choose Looping by Zapier. This is the feature that lets your Zap repeat the same action for each item in a list, which is exactly what makes it so useful for bulk tasks and repetitive automations. After choosing Looping by Zapier, select the looping event you want to use. In most cases, you'll be working with the loop that takes a list and processes each item one at a time. Once you've selected the event, at this stage, you're ready to connect your action app. Click Action and then choose the app you want Zapier to work with. For example, you might choose Google Sheets if you want to add rows, update data, or send repeated entries into a spreadsheet. You can use many different apps here depending on your goal. After selecting the action app, choose the action event that fits your workflow. Then connect your account if you haven't already. Once the connection is complete, map the required fields carefully. This step is important because Zapier needs to know exactly which data should go into each field. Make sure the values are matched correctly so the loop can send the right information every time. Now that the workflow is built, take a moment to review everything before moving forward. Check your trigger, confirm the loop setup, and make sure your action app is connected properly. This is the best time to catch any mistakes before the automation goes live. After reviewing, click Test Step or Test Run to see how the Zap behaves. This is where Zapier checks whether the trigger and looping steps are working the way you expect. Watch the results carefully and verify that the data is flowing correctly through the loop and into your action app. If something looks off, go back and adjust the setup before continuing. Testing is one of the most important parts of building a reliable automation because it helps you avoid errors later on. Once the test is successful and everything looks right, click Publish. That will turn on your Zap and make the automation live. From that point on, Zapier will run the workflow automatically based on the trigger you set, loop through your items, and complete the action for each entry. And that's how to use Zapier Loop step by step. You signed in, created a new Zap, set up the trigger, added looping by Zapier, connected your action app to app, tested the workflow, and published it successfully. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a like and subscribe for more easy Zapier guides, automation tips, and software walkthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.